Hello everybody and welcome back. We're going to start the week with a song that's very appropriate for this time of year, but as ever we need to have a quick warm-up. And we're going to start with one we've done before, which is going ma, 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 ma. So nice and open, ma, not ma, 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 but ma, ma, ma. Just doing that. Ready? Ma, 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 ma. So going back to there, still to ma, but this time on the end of it, ma, 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 ma. So it goes quite low, ma, 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 ma. And when you do the quicker bit at the end, don't suddenly sort of chomp at it. Don't go ma, 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 but ma, 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 ma. So really, really feel your jaw dropping. So ready? Let's do that. Ma, 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 ma. So I said it's an appropriate song to start the week. Going to do Cole Porter's Let's Fall in Love, which is, yes, late 1920s from one of his shows. And most people know the main bit when we get there. Birds do it, bees. But not everyone remembers the introduction. So the little bit at the beginning goes, when the little bluebird who has never said a word starts to sing, spring, spring. And first thing, it's not little, don't go terribly posh me, when the little bluebird, but when the Lidl, so like Lidl, other supermarkets are available, but when the little bluebird, and then who has never said a word, starts to sing, and it's quite high on the spring, spring. So lots of N, don't go spring, spring, but spring, spring. Lots of sound, so let's do that, ready? When the little bluebird, who has never said a word, starts to sing, spring, spring. Then, excuse me, next bit, exactly the same tune. When the little bluebell in the bottom. So little and bottom, not little and bottom, but when the little bluebell in the bottom of the dell starts to ring, ding, ding. And again, very gently on the ding, ding. Don't go all Basil Brush, not boom, boom, but ding, ding. So let's do that one, when the little bluebell and when the little bluebell in the bottom of the dell starts to ring, ding, ding. Then the temptation is to try and do the same tune, but it's completely different. Starts quite high. When the little blue clerk, and it's clerk to rhyme with work. If you end up doing when the little blue clerk in the middle of his work, doesn't quite work. So clerk, when the little blue clerk in the middle of his work, middle of, so very gentle, middle of, chest champion. When the little blue clerk in the middle of his work starts a tune to the moon up above. And you can do tune and moon. And I normally I tell you off for doing that, but tune and moon. So let's do that line. When the little blue clerk in the middle of his work starts a tune to the moon up above. And then completely different. It is nature that's all, simply telling us to fall in love. And enjoy that last word on long L on love, love. And it just fades away, anniente, to silence, love. And then you do that, and that's, because it can be a real change in mood. So let's do all of that opening bit. So ready, when the little bluebird, when the little bluebird, who has never said a word, starts to sing, spring, spring. When the little bluebell in the bottom of the dell starts to ring, ding, ding. the little blue clerk in the middle of his work starts a tune to the moon up above. It is nature, that's all, simply telling us to fall in love. And then it's and that's why. And when you carry on, really, really clipped, lots and lots of final consonants. Birds do it, bees do it. So lots of, shoulders going from side to side, or hips, or whatever you need to do. Birds do it, bees do it. Even educated fleas do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. So the only word you sing through is when you get to let's fall in love. Then carries on the same tune. It's been the best of the sets. Do it. Lift your hands and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. And second love goes up. And then we reach the middle section, like so many of these songs from this period. There's a middle section, you have to make it sort of contrast with the outside bits. So suddenly it's a bit louder, and you're going to really, really sing through. The Dutch in old Amsterdam do it, not to mention the Fibs, folks in Siam do it, think of Siamese twins. And when you reach there, I'm going to suddenly change back. So you haven't been doing really smooth. Folks in Siam do it, think of Siamese twins, some Argentines. So really quiet, back to the clit, some Argentines, without me, do it. And just as you reach the end there, every other single time, there's been a beat's rest, but when you reach the end of each of these sections, it jumps in. Some Argentines, without me, do it. People say in Boston, even me. Let's do it, let's fall in love. And then we go back for the second verse. There's 400 million verses. Well, no, there's not. There's 5 verses, and it goes on forever. We're just going to do 2 of the verses. So you go back, exactly the same thing. So the outside section's really clipped, middle section contrasting. Romantic, romantic, romantic spun. Just they say, do it. West is down in Western Bay. Do it. Cape Cod clams, and that's quite tricky. That don't do cod clams. Called Cape Cod clams. Called Cape. So lots of D's on the cod and the P on the Cape. Called Cape Cod clams. Called Cape Cod clams. Might want to practice that a couple of times. So that bit. Called Cape Cod clams. Gets their wish. So middle section, electric eels, I might add, do it. Bit of sliding around. Electric eels, I might add, do it. Though it shocks them, I know. Why ask if shad, do it. Wait to bring me shad rope. And then straight back to in shallow shoals. English songs, do it. And then jump in. Goldfish in the privacy of balls, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. And just going to do 2 verses. But if you're Googling the words, there's some wonderful couplets later on. So yes, what is there? I mean, in verse 3, penguins in flocks on the rocks do it. Even little cuckoos in their clocks do it, which I think is lovely. And in verse 4, the middle section, the most refined ladybugs do it. When a gentleman calls, moths in your rugs do it. What's the use of mothballs? Which is quite surprising. It even managed to get through the censors at that point in the States. Yeah, I mean, just wonderful. It's worth having a look through all of the lyrics for them. So, it's, like I say, we're just going to do 2 verses. So all the way through from the beginning, lots of contrast, lots of that going on. You can do with your sort of 20s, 30s style movement. Get the outfits out and things. If you've got something hanging around, you can do the little... ladies with a little tie around the hair, gents who get out a nice linen suit and a Panama, all of that sort of thing. So all the way through, from the beginning. Oops, photo's falling down. That's me aged about 4, by the way. When the little blue bird, who has never said a word, starts to sing attention to the moon up above. It is nature that's all, simply telling us to fall in love. And that's why birds do it, bees do it, even educated things do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. In Spain, the beds of the saints do it. Lithuanians, let's do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. The Dutch in old Amsterdam do it. Not to mention the Finns, folks in Siam do it. Think of Siamese to some Argentines without means do it. People sing in Boston, even beans do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. Romantic sponges, they say, do it. Oysters down in Oyster Bay, do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. Could Cape Cod clams gives their wish, do it. Even lazy jellyfish, do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. Electric eels, I might add, do it. Though it shocks them, I know. Why ask if shad do it? Wait to bring me shad in shallow shoals. English souls do it. Go fish in the privacy of balls, do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's song. As ever, please do send me any comments or suggestions. Take care. See you soon.